Hello students, today we are going to learn first poem from your textbook First Flight. The title of this poem is The Dust of Snow, written by Robert Frost. In this poem, we will discuss main important points. First of all, I will tell you about the poet. Second one will say you summary of the poem, explanation of the poem with its word meaning, and at last we will discuss about the poetic devices. Now, first of all, we'll say you about the poet Robert Frost. Robert Frost was an American poet. He was born on 26th March 1874 and died on 29th January 1963 in USA. He has written so many poems, including first, Road Not Taken, which you people already learnt in 9th standard. Second one, Fire and Ice, which is the second poem of this textbook, The First Flight. Third poem, Stopping, Woods by Woods on Snowy Evening. These three poems are very major and important poem of Robert Frost. This work was initially published in England before it was published in America. Right? Robert Frost was also awarded by Congressional Gold Medal in 1960 because of his poetic works. So this happened about the poet Robert Frost. Now, summary of the poem. Robert Frost described about two main important things in this poem. Now, in the society, we people know that few animals, birds, also insects, also is taken as a negative way. Here, in this poem, the poet also described few two important things which gives us a negative references. First one it's a crow and second one it's a hemlock tree. Now, here हम ये बता सकते हैं कि एक ऐसा एनिमल है कैट, राइट? कैट हमारे सामने से पास होता है तो हम क्या मानते हैं? हम मानते हैं कि कुछ हमारे साथ बुरा होने वाला है. यहाँ पे भी पोएट यही रिफर करते हैं. क्रो, क्रो उसका कलर कैसा होता है? हाउ इट्स कलर इज ब्लैक, which referred with the dangerous and also darkness, right? And it gives a negative impact on our mind. Second thing here, hemlock tree, right? So hemlock tree is also one kind of tree which look like a Christmas tree, right? And hemlock tree is a poisonous plant with a white color flowers, right? So here in the first stanza, the poet portrayed that these two things, right, which gives me a sadness, darkness, death, and it was make me myself despair. Right? So, he said that what happened in the first stanza, the poet was sitting under the hemlock tree and the crow was sitting on the top of the tree. Now, some movement happened by the crow and because of that movement, snow fall down on the poet. Right? So, this happened in the first stanza. In the second stanza, what happened there? The poet described that because of that falling snow, these two things, crow and hemlock tree, changed my mood and heart. And I have taken it positively, right? So here, these two things which we people think that, right, it is very negative and it is very bad omens, right? But these two things make my day happy and joy. So this is only the small summary of this poem. Now, we'll see its explanation. Now, before that, what happened here? In the first stanza, what happened? The poet described these two stanza one in a first half day and second in the second half day. See what happened in the first stanza. See, the way a crow shook down on me the dust of snow from a hemlock tree. In the second stanza, what the poet says, has given my heart a change of mood and saved some part of a day I had rued. In the first stanza, what the poet tries to say us, right? He said, the way a crow shook down on me the dust of snow from a hemlock tree. What the poet said here, the way crow shook. What do you mean by shook? Shook means what? Shook means movement. Now, the poet did not know which type of movement the crow had done there. We people also not have that idea. The poet has not mentioned here what the crow, which type of activity crow had done here, right? The way crow shook down, right? Maybe the crow wanted to change the branch. Maybe the crow wanted to just move its wings. What happened there? What the crow wanted to do, we do not know about it. But some movement happened by the crow, and because of that movement, the dust of snow fall down on me. Me means who here? The poet. Right? So because of the movement of the crow, right, the dust of snow fall down on the poet. Right? Dust of snow means what? It's a small particle of snow. It's a very small particle of the snow which refer as a dust here. Right? So, because of the movement of the crow, dust of snow fall down on the poet. Where the poet was sitting? The poet was sitting under the hemlock tree. What is the hemlock tree here? Hemlock tree means it's a poisonous plant with white flowers. Right? So the poet was sitting under the hemlock tree and the crow was sitting on the top of the hemlock tree. Now, some movement happened by the crow, and because of that movement, the dust of snow, the particles of the snow fall down on the poet. So, in the first stanza, the poet says these things only. Now, in the second stanza, what he said, has given my heart a change of mood and saved some part of a day I had rued. Now, what the poet said in the second stanza, he said that because of this falling of snow on me, that snow falling has given my heart. That snow falling which is done by crow and hemlock tree, these two negative omens, these two bad omens change my heart. He said these two things which we people also think that it is a very negative things. It gives us a negative references only, and that only changed my heart also, and that only changed my mood also. It means here the poet has taken it positively, because he said in the last two lines what he said, and saved some part of a day I had rued. Because he said what? These two things just changed my heart and mind, heart and mood, and because of that only I saved my half day. And I feel what? I feel just the joy and happiness which is just brought by crow and hemlock tree. Right? So this is only the small poem, but it has a very large and deep meaning. We can just say that at last what the poet just say, generally we thought that crow and hemlock tree, it's a negative referencing, but the poet has portrayed here very beautifully and said that this inauspicious two things can also bring joy and happiness in our life. Right? So this is the small explanation, small poem of a poem, right, written by Robert Frost. Right? So its word meaning we can say here, shook means movement, hemlock tree means it's a poisonous plant with a white flower. In the second stanza, one word is also that it's a rude. Rude means what? Rude means regret or sad. Sad or regret. Right? So, this only the small poem written by Robert Frost. Right? Robert Frost just convey a message is that only what he said, he has just tried to make us understand that, right, whatever we just think and whatever we just see the world how it is, but we have to see the world how we want it to see. right? So here crow and hemlock tree, it is not a negative thing, but it is also very positive. We have to see it positively, right? So this is only the small poem written by Robert Frost, right? So explanation here over. Now we will discuss about its poetic devices. See, poetic devices of this poem. Now you people know that what is poetic devices. Poetic devices means how the poet is writing this poem by using some few figures of speech, right? See, in the first stanza and also in the second stanza, rhyming words also there. So first point is rhyming words. Now see in the poem, rhyming words. Rhyming words means what? Same pronunciation of the word. Here, see, crow and snow. Same pronunciation here. So, first rhyming word is what? Crow and snow. Second also there, me and tree. So, second rhyming word is me and tree. In the second stanza, same thing here, heart and part. Same pronunciation. So, heart and part, it's also third rhyming word. And here mood and rude, this is also rhyming word because it has also same pronunciation, mood and rude. So this is only the rhyming words of the poem. Now see, rhyme scheme. Now you people also know that, right? Rhyme scheme also will find from the rhyming words only. See, I said same pronunciation here. So see, first is crow. Now, what is the first letter of the alphabet? It's A because it's the first pronunciation. So, crow. Crow, it's A, right? Me, pronunciation change. Now, second letter of the alphabet, it is the B, right? Because pronunciation change. Crow, snow, same pronunciation. So, same alphabet will come. Here again it will come A. Same here, me and tree. So, what same pronunciation? So, what will come there? B, right? So in the first stanza, what is the rhyming scheme, right? Rhyming scheme, first stanza. Second point, it's a rhyming scheme, right? What it is? A, B, A, B. In the second stanza, same, heart and part. So same pronunciation, A here also, A here also. Mood and rude, B same pronunciation. So B, B. So again same in the second stanza, A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B. Understood? So this is the rhyming scheme of the poem. Third point is enchantment. Enchantment. What is enchantment? See, at the end of the line, each line, no any punctuation marks given there. That is the example of enchantment. Here, see, the way crow shook down on me the dust of snow from a hemlock tree. The poet has used the at last in the end of the stanza, full stop only. So this three line, it's example of enchantment, right? So this three line, it's example of enchantment. Here same thing, right? At last has given my heart a change of mood and saved some part of a day I had rude. At last punctuation marks used there, right? So it's only the single line, no any punctuation marks used in this three line. So it is also example of enchantment, right? Now fourth point, it is alliteration. What is alliteration? Repetition of a same consonant sound. Now see, in the second stanza, see, has and heart, right? These two words, has and heart. These two words start with H sound, right? H is a consonant sound. So this is the repetition of a consonant sound. That's why it is the example of alliteration. So it's a H sound repeated there, right? Second example of alliteration is saved and some, right? Saved and some. S sound repeated repeated there, right? So it is also example of alliteration, right? So this only the poem we discussed about the poet, explanation, summary of the poem, word meaning, and also at last we discussed the poetic devices, right? Thank you and have a nice day.